Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Happy holidays and happy new year if this comes out when I think it's going to. I'm hoping to have this video out the first week of January, so hopefully that's when it lands. If not, sorry. Hope everyone had good holidays. I know mine are really busy. Yeah, so I'm just I wanted to do like an end of the year kind of like wrap up video for 23 and, kind of look ahead to 2024 and what I hope to get out of that from a photographic standpoint. Speaking on 2023, that was kind of a tough year for me as far as creative stuff goes, photography, those things in general. I had a pretty big creative rut, burnout time, pretty much from my trip in Yosemite all the way up until fall, more or less. I realized summer is kind of like my slow period when I really kind of slow down, and I think a lot of my creative juices are kind of burnt out by that point. Plus, my kids are home and I'm usually pretty busy, so it's kind of hard to coordinate a lot of photography stuff. I do tend to do like a redwoods trip in the summer. This past year, it didn't work out just because of, some things that popped up. So I'm hoping to do that this coming year and kind of get back on that track. But all in all, 2023 wasn't as quote, productive as far in a photographic standpoint, or from a photographic standpoint for me, as I thought it would be. But that being said, I did come away with a lot of more personal and satisfying work when I did get into those creative, back in the creative flow of things, I guess. So yeah, it was up and down. I definitely did have a pretty low point as far as that stuff goes, but once fall kind of kicked on, I was really motivated to get out to the Eastern Sierra and kind of kick the dust off. And then I found myself in Utah, and I ended out the year in Oregon on a photography workshop with Thorne. If you're not familiar with his work, I'll drop a link to his site and his Instagram and stuff in the description of this video. But just a great photographer, has a lot of really great creative, or has a great creative perspective on things. One of the guys I look up to. He's super humble, and it was a great experience overall. So it was really rainy, but other than that, we had some really good conditions on the days where the weather cooperated, and it was a really great experience. So that was a nice way to kind of end the year as far as that stuff goes. As far as other stuff's concerned, there really aren't too many updates. I'm going to be starting the year off in Death Valley. That's the plan anyways. Late January, I think we're going the 18th through the 21st is kind of the plan right now. As long as weather's cooperating and everything, that's kind of the plan for me, my buddy Alex, who went last year, and my buddy Tom, who I was in the Eastern Sierras with. So we will be out there for a few days, doing the winter desert photography thing. It's a really nice winter trip, kind of gets me out of the gloom of the Northern California winters, because they can be kind of gloomy and cold. So it's a nice break from that, and I don't have to winterize my van, which is also a plus. What else? I think that's kind of it. Oh, and I switched back to Canon. Yeah, I'm back on the R5. I used the Sony A7 R5 for about 8 months. Again, it doesn't really matter what you're using. I had a great time using that camera, but I realized that I just really love Canon's ergonomics, and I believe their weather sealing is superior. After about 5 days on the Oregon coast with the Sony, I was just worried about it taking a dump into the ocean or something like that. These things are pretty bomb-proof. The Canon R5 system, the Canon R system, their weather sealing is just really top notch, and I never had any worries about that when I was using them. So I switched back, and I'm really happy that I did. I lose a little bit of resolution, but other than that, it's not a big deal. I mean, 45 or whatever megapixels the R5 is more than enough for landscape photography. So I've been enjoying being back on that system. And it just doesn't matter what kind of system you use. I just use whatever I think is the best at the time for me. And for video, I'm still using my Sony. I'm not really sure if I'm going to switch fully over to Canon or stay on Sony for video, because I do like Sony's video, and that's what made me switch initially. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Right now, this is fine. but we'll see as time goes on. So for this video, I just kind of want to do like a compilation of like some of the places I've been and some of my favorite work that I came away with from those locations this year. I didn't go to as many locations, I think. And the work that I did come away with, I'm really happy with for a lot of it. I think Yosemite probably was like my slowest trip as far as like productivity goes, and coming away with stuff that I was satisfied with. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of do like a little end of the year wrap up video, like I mentioned, kind of string together like some of my favorite moments from the year, some of my favorite work. And yeah, just kind of end the year on a positive note and start the coming year on a positive note as well. And as far as 2024 is concerned, I don't have any like lofty photography goals. I guess I'd probably just say that I just keep, just keep progressing as far as my creative approach goes and my post-processing and things like that. I feel like that's pretty dialed in, but it's always evolving. So I'd say that that's probably one of like my goals is just to kind of keep, practicing and practicing mindfulness as far as like my compositions and being aware of what the light's really pointing out to me and just kind of keep going down that road. I have been kind of picking other photographers' brains about workshops. I don't know that this year wouldn't be something that I start that with. Or if it'll happen at all. I've been really kind of weighing whether or not that's something I want to do in the future. Maybe just like 1 or 2 a year, small group. I don't really know, but it's something I'm kind of exploring and just kind of expanding like the business side of things to where it's like a second-ish business. So I don't really know where that's going to go right now, but I am kind of prodding that area a little bit. I'm always wanting to weigh those big decisions before I jump into anything. So it'll probably be a good while before anything like that really pops up for me. But that is something that I have in the back of my mind as far as going a little more professional with this. So I'm looking forward to kind of exploring that a little bit more this year as well. As far as like the business side of things, if this actually turns into like a side business, I've been just exploring like different avenues for income and things like that, whether it be like a calendar or tutorials or things like that. I don't really know, or maybe like kind of firing up my Patreon and making that kind of coincide with my videos, just things like that I'm kind of interested in doing. I'm just kind of like feeling around, kind of seeing like what different income streams might be a good idea kind of going forward in the future. There's nothing like immediate or, there's not gonna be like paywalls or anything weird like that. But yeah, those are all just kind of things that I kind of have on the table that I'm gonna be just kind of poking around with in 2024 as far as like the business side of things goes. And to see if that is something I want to do like in the future. Now, with all that being said, I hope everyone had a great 2023. I hope you guys had great holidays. I hope that the year ahead is productive for you. I hope it is the best year yet for you. And I hope to see you all out on the trail when I'm hiking around there, pointing my camera at dirt and rocks and trees and things like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the following video. And I'll be seeing you out there this year. Take care. Clouds are starting to lighten up a bit there. Hopefully they just pop here in a few.
Hopefully it just blows up.
Yeah, I think it will. I think it's looking that way anyways. That's pretty cool though. The light's creating a lot of really neat contrast right now. See what we get here.